Good evening, folks. Welcome back to Killing in the Name, our Exalted saga here on Radio_Free Will. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking out the stream. Thanks for supporting in any way you see fit. It sounds like it's been a productive week for everybody because someone's been sort of dwelling on exactly what all of the mysteries mean. Much like Twilight casts are known to do sometimes. Before we get started, dive back into the game. Just a handful of announcements. We missed. We did not have your eyes did not deceive you. There was not a session of Armor Astra Advent last night. Health issues, it happens. Real life. Every calendar is a mimic. You know how it is. As usual, like I mentioned last week, on April 8th, Rex Manning Day, we will be running a one-shot of Damn the Man, Save the Music on this channel. Honestly, it sounds like my regular Tuesday night squad is just going to be sort of switching it up. We normally play over on Dying of Exposure, and that's our night to play a Candela Obscura in space. But we're going to be doing, instead of doing it over that at Dying of Exposure, we'll be playing here, Damn the Man, Save the Music. I'm reaching out to a couple of other prospective players to hopefully get them in. The only one I'm really kind of, and I'm hoping against hope, and they're not going to see this, so I can name drop them all I like, but they are a musician who I am a big fan of, and happen to be mutuals of, and just to say this out there, they are not confirmed, but I have asked, and it would be awesome if they said yes. Jer, aka Scatoon Network. It would be awesome to get them on there because that is very much their jam, and getting a musician for the record store game would be pretty sweet. But yeah, that's gonna be that's gonna be next session. Or not next session. That's a couple of weeks, April 8th, after the supposed downfall of TikTok. Which
Again?
The extension was to April 5th, and it's what are you gonna do? It's one of those things like we've been through so many unprecedented times that what's another one?
These unprecedented times.
Yeah.
If you're constantly in unprecedented times, you're never in them.
Yeah. Anyway, previously on Killing in the Name, after a fight with some demon spiders, our almost mortally poisoned Twilight cast used their ability to sort of eject themselves from the world to heal up, I guess. Does that heal you, or does it?
It does not explicitly say if it does or doesn't.
So wait, you just did that and prayed for the best.
I had no options left. I was literally.
All right. But after that fight, they basically Zonia'd. And leaving our other three heroes to continue exploring a few rooms of this manse that they find themselves in. The next room over was the kitchen. Sova investigated the kitchen to try to see who was in here, because it seemed there was some evidence saying that someone was just in here. And followed those clues out to the next room, which actually reminded Beryl of home. It was a seaside library, all rattan furniture and books written in Old Realm, presenting considerably more questions than answers. But the other thing is that it had a window leading outside. A beautiful, sunny day overlooking a beach in the west. Continuing through this room, they found their way back out into the main foyer, the main lobby area of this manse. And then, continuing to explore, the next door over, they opened it to find a vast desert. And presented in front of them was 4 sandstone statues representing the remainder of Radiant's crew. And a cage featuring the owl spirit that tied to Sova. Meanwhile, Cobalt reconstituted in front of an empty Hearthstone altar. In front of a new friend, wearing somewhat patchwork clothing and eating a sandwich that they had just made. So, Angelwick has already jumped into the chat with the most pertinent question of the night. What color is the sand in the desert? So I think we'll start with Cobalt. Cobalt.
Yes, storyteller.
Like I said, you found yourself reconstituted in a basement room, torchlit, circular, with a Hearthstone altar in front of you. And sitting on a stool is this woman. Pale skin, stringy white hair, somewhat sunken eyes, wearing what looks like were formerly immaculate monk robes, but covered over in various patches and profane sayings profane sayings. It's basically a monk's battle jacket, except whoever is did it clearly has no further love for the Immaculate Order. And they are sort of leaning over, elbows on their knees, chowing down on... You know what? I was just about to describe the sandwich that they are eating, but then I realized exactly the ingredients that were going into it. It's basically a McRib. Pork cutlet, some kind of dark red sauce. Looks like there's some onions on it.
Man.
We can't even get a McRib now. God.
Welcome to Exalted. You can get whatever you want.
So the first and foremost question that I have right away is the profile that I made of an individual triggered right now on I'd recognize this person or no?
You do not recognize the person, no.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, they're wearing they used to be monks' robes, but these have been defiled in more ways than one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's let's go a little bit further with the description. The sleeve, Immaculate monk robes usually come to about mid forearm. These sleeves have been unceremoniously ripped off. The edges around the shoulder are frayed, and this. And there's her arms have she has tattoos, a series of them. Doesn't seem to there's a lot of different ones, but there definitely seem to be some. Yes, Angelic, an immaculate punk. That's what they are.
My next band name.
What's that?
That's my next band name.
Some sort of grotesque faces, vaguely humanoid but somewhat monstrous, sort of drawn on both arms. Her left arm is a full sleeve with some ink even like going down onto the back of their hand, and it like a couple of them leading into fingers. In fact, her hand is tattooed that looks like a snake's head. It has like the eyes right here, and the pointer and pinky finger are the fangs.
Damn.
Her right arm is not quite as heavily tattooed. It's about comes down to it's about a half sleeve. Comes down to like just above the elbow.
All right. Well, Cobalt will.
And I will say that your Twilight leaving the world thing. I will say it's not going to heal you at all, but it will purge the poison from your system.
Okay. All right. So I'm still rocking a -4.
Yes.
All right. So Cobalt composes themselves, finally remanifesting in the world at this conflux of power, and looks over to this woman, cocks their head to the side a little bit, doesn't feel the need to reach down for their fire wand at all. Where am I?
The basement.
So just look around. Does the architecture look the same as the previous places we've been?
It's actually no, it doesn't. It's it is a very. This was designed with stability in mind more than flair.
Okay.
Probably.
I mean, it's the base of a manse. So.
Yes, this was designed less as decoration, more to protect the domain that the manse was housing.
I suppose if it's not too much trouble, could you tell me which way to the foyer?
Foyer? Why do you want to go to the foyer?
It's where I left my compatriots. Well, slightly outside of there, but still. Are you all right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll be better once I get this food in me. But, you know, it's... It
You
is it still like how'd you guys get in here anyway?
we were brought here.
You were brought. Oh shit! And she comes up to you and hugs you.
He's not the touchy-feely type, but like he doesn't resist the embrace at all.
And
gives a slight comforting, pat. I'm like, yeah, all right, yeah, buddy. Is this working for you?
And she like and when she lets go, she's like, oh, that's awesome. Okay, all right. I was waiting. I was like, don't get me wrong. I'm like the fact that the party is taking like kind of this long to start is, you get a little impatient after a while, right? But like, yeah, no, this is okay. So party must be if more people are showing up here, then the party must really be getting started outside, right?
I don't know what's outside, so I can't tell you that.
Wait, what do you mean you don't know what's outside? Wait, you were brought here, but you don't know what's going on outside?
That is correct, yes.
Who the fuck are you?
They're gonna steel themselves a little bit. I am Cobalt Fallen Star, the righteous devil.
Cobalt Fallen Star.
What year do you think it is?
I mean, does it matter anymore?
If you're here, then no.
I
Do you know of the fall? The usurpation?
Thank you for the raid, Cryptid Raconteur.
Woo!
Hello, Raiders. Wait, which fall?
The fall of the Solars. The end of the First Age.
Oh, the First Age. Oh yeah. I knew about that. That was a long time ago.
What's the fall you're talking about then?
They sort of take a couple of steps back and actually hide their sandwich behind their her back, and says, "I'm not sure I should tell you if you don't know."
Oh no.
I mean, based on your robes and your look, I'd hazard a guess that maybe you also wanted someone from the Blessed Isle to be struck from the records.
Oh. Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Okay. She takes the sandwich out and takes another bite. So, wait, so why were you brought here?
I don't know. Me and 4 of my compatriots appeared here. 2 of them have a connection with one another. 2 don't. Myself and another.
You were brought here. You don't know why.
Yes.
Oh, oh, oh! I think I know what's happening here.
Would you care to enlighten me?
You're the entertainment.
Huh?
And the way she says that with a wicked grin. And when she grins, you wish she wouldn't. Because because her teeth are like, they're that like kind of like rotting, kind of like yellowish with they're gross. Without getting into too vivid, like this person has she hasn't really taken care of her body in a lot of ways.
Well, I've been at least kind enough with my indulgence, and I'm not one of the fair folk, so may I know your name?
Yeah, it's Jax. Menosuke Jax. I would like you to roll intelligence lore.
Oh man, that -4 really hitting hard now.
That doesn't affect your intelligence one. That only affects physical things.
Oh, is it actually?
Yep.
Oh, all right. I'm old again. Well, thank you.
Okay.
All right. And I'm assuming it's not first age lore.
No, it would not be first stage roller.
All right.
Yes, Angelwick, I said Menosuke. Let's see if our group is going to find out what that
all
means.
right. That I got 3 10s, a 9, and an 8.
That
All
8
right.
successes? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Menosuke. The name Jax doesn't mean anything to you, but the name Menosuke does. During the in the Scarlet Dynasty, there are, if I'm not mistaken, there are 10 noble houses. Menosuke was the 11th. About 200 years, if memory serves, about 200 years into the Scarlet Empress's reign, Menosuke himself tried to perform a coup, and in so doing, and I should say, he failed. And
Surprising.
because of this, the entire house was put to the sword.
Okay.
However, here is someone claiming that name, or at least belonging to that house.
I said the right thing to the right person.
So that means whoever this person is, if they belong to House Menosuke, number one, they are no friend of the realm. And number two, they have made their existence basically an act of defiance against the realm.
Is this different but related to House Excelsi's disgracing?
Similar but different. Yeah, Excelsi managed to survive through cunning and basically going to ground. Menosuke was not quite as clever.
Yeah, because Excelsi's spies are kind of interlaced in all of dragon-blooded culture at this
Right.
point, but
Yes.
No, this was a drow house type warfare. Like, they made a mistake, wiped them out. Done.
Yep, exactly.
And there's a survivor.
That's exactly what it is. But yes, this is Menosuke Jax. And when she says you're the entertainment, she has put her sandwich down and is sort of, like I said, staring at you with like this wicked, rotten tooth grin. Missing two, like probably like one canine and one like right next to it. And she sort of like is sizing you up, almost as if she's gonna start throwing blows. She's not taking a stance yet, but she is she's carrying herself in that very like, all right, what's your first move? Like I'll let you take the first move. I'll let you throw the first punch, kind of thing.
Well, I don't think I was brought here as entertainment. I think there's a greater purpose here. Somehow.
Oh no, oh. For you? Nah. The great purpose has been fulfilled.
And what's that purpose?
Hold on. Can you roll me charisma socialize?
What's my Oh, I've got 1 dot in socialize. That's 6 total. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, got 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, 3 8s and a 9.
Very good. She says, the purpose, the great work, the reclamation.
The reclamation of?
We're going to pause there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back in the desert room, the vast, infinite desert, there are 4 statues representing 4 more of Radiant's crew, and a cage with you sent me the name. I'm bringing it up right now.
Savannah.
Savannah, yep. So yes, Savannah. And Savannah, as you entered in, Savannah said, like, is basically trying to warn you, like, no, don't come in here.
I feel like Sova starts, and as soon as they say that, she'll like kind of skid to a stop in the sand, like
Okay.
at the doorway, and like throw her arms out to keep anyone from passing her.
All right.
Barrel will crash into one arm and go, oh, wait, you're stopping?
I mean, Radiant's gonna struggle against that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I totally thought we would be doing the daring rescue thing.
Wait.
Daring rescue thing?
Like, Sova will kind of hold to Radiant. Wait. An ally of mine is down there. They're trying to warn us. Please. We might endanger your friends.
With that, she does at least hesitate a little. She takes half a step back.
So at the beginning of this stream, Angel Wick asked what color the sands were. The sands are... They are a bright... They're like at first glance, they look like a bright white, like sort of that bright white and beige that, you know, sand typically is, some reddish in there.
Mhm.
But Sova, I would like you to roll. I would like you to roll perception integrity.
Oh no. Okay.
Just Sova.
Sova's the first one through, so just Sova for now.
Very fair.
3 successes.
3 successes.
Probably better than I'd get, so that's good.
Star, lucky star.
So as you sort of stop and sort of get your grasp, sort of get your bearings on the area, you look down at the sand and you realize that it's not just white and brown and red sort of all blended together.
Mm-hmm.
You start to realize there's almost a weird pattern to it.
Oh no.
And you start and as you stare at it, you start to you can feel yourself getting drawn in. Not like in a quicksand sense, but in a mental sense. It's like you start to see the pattern replicate. It's almost like there's fractals to it. With 3 successes, you are able to sort of shake out of it before it completely draws you in and starts stunning you basically. But you are able to be basically there's something weird about the sand.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Silver kind of does that, almost like she's trying to push them back, but it's kind of not really working until she snaps out of it. Don't look at the sand. There's something mesmerizing.
Is everything here cursed? Radiant says. Just to
It
herself.
might be.
Okay. That's so cool.
Silver will turn to Radiant. And can you get sight of that cage?
Yes. Oh, you mean you want me to shoot it? Yes, I can do that. Specifically out of character.
I'm assuming there's a lock on the cage. That's the first thing I'm assuming.
Yes.
Cool.
So fun thing, I do have. I think I do. Let me make sure. Let me look at these charms. Because I'm pretty sure I took a charm that makes sure that nobody gets hurt when I'm doing a shot. Just gotta make double sure. See. Okay, 1 second.
While you're looking up charms, I will take this opportunity to offer a giant thanks to Arcane Anthems for the music that is playing in over the stream right now. He creates a lot of music for you to use for free for your games over on, and you can use him on streams too. He's totally cool with that. You can find him on Spotify. You can find him on SoundCloud. Go shoot him a like and maybe sign up for his Patreon because he has that.
Okay, yes, I do have Wise Arrow, which With skill and effort, the Exalt guides her arrow to its mark. The Exalt may use this charm to supplement a withering or decisive attack. So the defense bonus of heavier light cover is reduced by 1.
Mm-hmm.
While characters under no cover suffer a -1 penalty to their normal defense.
Okay.
So I think it's mostly for things under cover, but like, would it also help with making sure that I hit the right thing correctly?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Because it says specifically for a decisive attack, and what you're doing is technically a gambit, so which is a type of decisive attack.
Okay. Okay. Still learning.
That's totally fine. It's
So yeah, I would like to spend 1 mote to and of course my heart song bow is also 5 motes, so I am using 6 motes of my power to from however far we are from the spiritual owl to shoot directly at the lock, the hearts. I'm just taking a deep breath, letting the heart song bow's energy integrate with mine, making sure that my passion isn't too flared up, so it's less of a burning red and more of just a nice rosy pink, so that I can aim just perfect at the right spot on the lock, like right where the lock holds the hinge. And just, it's no longer a fire red, it's just a nice blush, so that I can, it's not flaming passion, it's just like, get this thing out, it's concentrated power.
Sure. Okay. I like that description. I'm gonna have you roll dexterity archery with 2 extra dice for the stun.
Dexterity archery. So my archery, and then my dexterity is 4, so that's 9 die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then +2, you said?
Plus 2 dice.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
Okay, so...
Oh, that's right. I got new dice this week.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's, I got, the Dragon Dice Delivery, I think they're called. I made a video about it on TikTok.
Oh.
It's, they sent some very pretty, like, heavy metal dice with, like, some cool roses on them.
Neat.
Oh, those look really nice.
Yeah,
I like them.
Like, when I signed up for the sample, I was expecting, like cheap, plastic or resin or whatever, but, like, no, they sent me, like, really nice metal sharp edge dice. They're really good.
Nice.
Shout out to them.
Do I double tens?
You do.
Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 3 10. 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 successes.
9 successes. And you're trying to break the lock?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, with 9 successes, this is what's going to happen, actually. You draw the arrow, and then you sort of, like, twitch it, like you sort of, like, you gauge what the wind is doing in this room, because there does seem to be wind sort of kicking little dust devils around. And sort of, like, aim into one, and as you let go of the arrow, you twist it a little bit. and it fires into one of the dust devils, sort of arches around and seems to like get stuck in the center of the vortex and spin a little bit more, flies up and into the it doesn't just hit the lock, it goes right into the keyhole and twists. And as it does, it create like there's a ratcheting sound, and splinters kind of like erupt from the other side of the keyhole, but at the same time, the door swings open. As you picked a lock with an arrow from 100 paces.
You wanted character art for this, for our characters. I'm not making character art. I'm just drawing that. She doesn't need a face claim.
It's too good. It's too good.
She doesn't need a face claim. She just needs that. Forget a face. Just that. That's her face. That's the coolest thing.
Sylvie, you get a benchmark now. You gotta do that.
For those playing the audio or video only version of this, I made a joke of this is the lock-picking lawgiver.
Yeah, I'll figure it out, don't
My
worry.
name now.
Um,
I'll accept that. Thank you, Bardic. I'll accept that.
So, again, hold on. Savetta then immediately flies out.
Mm-hmm.
And starts flying directly towards you.
Mm-hmm.
As he does, the sand seems to start to roll a bit. Those dust devils start to coalesce a little bit. And they all sort of get together and start drawing up more sand.
Yeah. So, does it look like they're... Oh.
Real quick, let me finish the description real quick.
Yep.
And they all start sort of following after Savannah. And as they do, they start to like sort of form into a line, and they sort of draw up more sand, and almost like 5 fingers. And they pull sand up and create 5 fingered columns of sand into one massive column of sand. It looks like a hand is following over the sand, trying to grab it, trying to grab him. Go ahead. You want to do something?
The way I don't like that. So my weapon has thrown. Like, as soon as I clock that Savetta's in danger, I want to throw at a target. Like, as soon as it forms enough to make a target, I want to try and hit it.
Okay.
I also, so the attack order, how does that work? With the Withering is the first type of attack?
Withering affects your target's initiative.
Okay.
It reduces your target's initiative by a certain when you hit. The damage you get hits their initiative track, raises your initiative, reduces theirs.
Okay.
Decisive attack hits their health track.
Hits their health. Okay, that was what I wanted to be sure of.
And no, Angel Wick, they are not making any sound. The only sound that is coming through is the howling of the wind. As the wind seems to... the wind is picking up to this... It's almost like a localized sandstorm.
So...
Somehow worse.
So, Sova is like... She's kind of standing not quite the way she does when she usually calls for him or summons him, but it's definitely like the I'm here kind of thing, and then she clocks the hand. And it's usually like this like arm motion she does to call him forward, and she does it but brings up her talon knife.
Nice.
It looked different instead. It usually looks like it's attached to her.
Mm.
Now it looks like a knife she can throw. Because that's one of the things it can do.
Absolutely.
The artifact weapon. Hell yeah. So, in the motion that she uses to call him, she pulls back and throws as hard as she can because she wants to make sure this thing cannot grab him, so she wants to disable the hand.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna make this a joint battle thing. Not gonna have this go into combat. What I will say though is I'm gonna have you roll. Normally, I would say dexterity thrown for an attack roll, but given the size of this thing, this hand is massive. This is like this could pick up like a small elephant and throw it, kind of size. But yeah, given the size of this thing, I will say instead go ahead and make strength thrown.
Okay.
Is Imhotep in the desert sized?
Yes.
Got you. I also want to spend a mote to use Precision of the Striking Raptor, which is a thrown charm.
Okay.
Which is withering only, and it calculates the accuracy on a withering attack as if I were at close range. So that's subtract 1 from the target's defense.
Okay. So, do we want to just dive into combat on this?
Uh,
I will leave it up to you. If you would like to join battle and fight this thing, you can.
No, I'm just trying to keep it off my friend. That's what I'm trying to do.
So a withering attack won't really do much in that regard.
Okay. Well, let's roll this strength thrown to see what I do. Alright, Six successes.
How many?
6.
6? Damn, you guys are rolling like fire tonight.
Knock on wood.
And that was... And if I'm not mistaken, that was no stunt, no excellencies.
Just 7 dice.
That's... So it is, you launch this light blade, and Savita kind of comes in like this. The blade sort of like, it does one of those, like they sort of like cross right by each other, and the blade goes right into the palm of the hand and hits with enough concussive force that sort of blows out this, there's like a geyser of sand that sort of erupts from the back of the hand, and it sort of falls apart, sort of splitting down the sides. However, the wind does seem to be it spins back around and is starting to reform itself. But it does give you enough. If you want to close the door on it, you can.
Call the blade real quick. I don't know what roll I have to do to get that, but it says call weapon to hand with a successful roll.
Actually, given the nature of your weapon, I don't think you even need to do that, because it just sort of because you create that. That's because we
even better.
Yeah, we did that as because that was a modification of the ice claws, right? From the
from the
from Arms of the Chosen.
Yes, the big book. I was about to call it the big book of weapons.
It's the book of armaments. It's a
Book of Armaments, Chapter 1.
But yeah. So
Frostthorn Knuckles. That's what it is. It's a solar version of the Frostthorn Knuckles.
So yeah, let's shut the door temporarily, just so we can keep from whatever's doing that on the other side of the door.
Yeah, I'm reading over the rules. When it's doing the Frostthorn Gauntlets, grow claws of ice that grant the piercing tag. The wielder can attack out to medium range with the claws using thrown, sending talons flying forward like darts before reflexively creating new ones. Yeah, you don't need to summon it back. You just kind of like boop. Oh, look at that! Look, I got another one.
Okay, so we're gonna close the door.
Yeah.
Dagga.
Yeah. So and Savita is perched on the ground. What does describe Savita for us?
Savita is a great. Oh God. No, it's not. He's not a great owl. It is specifically a fishing owl, and I remember I found it, and like trying to remember the name of it.
Barn owl?
It was the. Oh gosh, where is it?
Excuse me.
Where in the world are they found? I can help search.
They are mostly African owls.
Okay.
They
There's
are.
Pell's fishing owl, the Buffy fishing owl.
Yes, it was the vermiculated fishing owl because I thought it was cool. It looked like it.
Vermiculated.
Vermiculated, yeah.
That is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, no, it's a gorgeous animal. I was like that, but like kind of like pale and kind of ghostly looking because he's a spirit, or
At
maybe
some point...
he's like,
mm-hmm.
Weirdly pastel-y. Like
At some point, Beryl would have pointed out that the dappling of the spots on its feathers are very much cuttlefish-like, and just given a nod of like respect.
It also can do weird things with its head, like.
That's true.
They are so cute. I just looked them up. Oh my god.
All right.
But yeah.
Nice.
Oh crap! Now I got to come up with a voice for this character.
Sorry.
No. This is. Are you kidding? This is the fun part. Let's see.
Owl from Winnie the Pooh.
No. Let's see. Okay. Silva, what are you doing here?
That is an excellent question, and I'm afraid I do not have an answer for. What happened?
I had scouted ahead as you had requested. And when the skies went red and the sea went green. As he's talking about this, there are things are starting to trackle. You're starting like something's starting to come through. I would like you to roll wits integrity.
All 4 dice of that. Oh, please. 2 successes?
2 successes, okay. You can remember you were in the West. Let's see. Hold on. Just looking up places. Give me just a second.
Mm-hmm.
While we wait, are you interested in having a game run by Radio Free Will of Exalted 3rd Edition? Check out startplaying.games/GM/Radio Free Will, all one word.
Shameless.
I'll do ad reads.
It was really well done.
That was really nicely done, actually.
Yeah, thank you.
Like, bravo.
You you said Sova was a Taya, right? You there is a Tayal Lodge near Azure.
Cool.
And one of your sisters came in hysterical. Talking about something about red skies and green seas.
Mm-hmm.
And a storm coming from the north. You stepped outside to see it for yourself, and lo and behold, green seas, red skies, black clouds, and an ill wind. Something about the wind just, so there's something wrong about it. The way it smells, the way it sounds, there's something wrong. You had asked Savetta to go check it out, because you know he's a spirit, and if shit goes completely sideways, he can dematerialize. He can just sort of blip out and fly back to you. But after that,
did he get caught in a jail then?
Kendrick Carter. No.
Whoa.
Don't worry about it. Never mind. No, then.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. No.
And 2 successes, you said? You remember dealing with while waiting for Savita, dealing with the panic amongst your sisters. Because they're understandably freaking out a little bit. And after a while, Savita didn't come back after a few hours.
Oh no, don't.
And between the general panic amongst your sisters and Savita's disappearance, you hit the seas. Now, sailing into a storm like that is never easy. But it's almost like it wanted you to come in. Like, the winds were almost parting for you. And you look up, and that's where it ends.
Silva will kind of blink for a second. We can solve for that later. There were 4. They looked like statues, but they may have been bound or petrified there. The 4 women around you.
The
Radiant, those are your crew, right?
Yes. Yes, they appeared to be my crew, and I turned to the owl. Do you know how can get them back? Did you see them being, I don't know, transformed? Do you know what's happening?
I'm so sorry. They were... I watched them turn to stone. Slowly. Painfully.
Oh.
Diwa will upon hearing this will she's gonna drop to her knees and she's gonna offer a prayer. Actually, yeah, she drops to her knees and offers up a prayer to one of her local gods, and just sort of like, like usher them home, kind of thing, like one of those a prayer to the fallen of the sea, kind of thing.
Mm.
Yeah, I put my hand on her shoulder while she does that, and just sort of like,
What
Yeah.
the hell is this place?
I don't. I actually look at the owl, kind of like, if he's been here longer than us, or he's not been. He was, sorry, Cerci's also trying to get their head around it.
Yeah, of
The
course.
player is also trying to. Radiant says, "Have you been here longer than us, or just more conscious?"
I don't know. How long have you been here?
What, an hour? Hour and a half?
Few hours, I think.
I've been here a couple of days. What's felt like a couple of days. It's been hard to tell, though. There's no moon in that desert. It's only daytime.
It's a fake desert.
It felt pretty real to me.
Well, you see we're in a library now.
We're in the foyer now, actually.
Oh, foyer. Yeah, sorry. You see we're in a hallway now. That's not outside. Outside's those ones. Pointing to the giant double doors in the front.
And Savita will fly up towards the windows that you previously looked out to see, the endless black void. And he flies back down. This is worse than I imagined.
In what way?
We're not in creation.
What?
I do it! I said it an hour ago. I'm putting it out there now.
Where are we?
I don't know.
Well, my money's on something in the abyss. Not the first time I've accidentally fallen into the shadows, but first time I've done it sober.
Bear, please. Sarita, you can see us, and she'll gesture at the assembled. We are here with another, and I am afraid that they have disappeared. But they are still somewhere in this building. I would hate to ask you to separate yourself from me once more, but
Are they a Twilight? Are they?
Yes.
They're a copper spider.
yes, actually.
Really good at Righteous Devil, it seems. So if you're familiar.
I've definitely known of some of those.
Yeah, fire wands are neat.
Interesting weapon. But they said before they disappeared, or burned, I should say, that they would appear either in the foyer or in the hearthstone.
That makes sense. Yes, that I've known of arrows to be able to do that. It's a
How did you know that they were a Twilight?
it's the thing I've known that they've been able to do
Oh.
when you described the ability that they performed, and that made sense.
Do you think that you could help us find where the hearthstone is? I know I've asked a lot of you, and it will seem that I will ask more of you still, but
Do you? No, he wouldn't. I will see if I will scout the building as best I can. And with
Thank
that,
you.
he sort of picks up and basically flies directly into the floor. Through the floor, I should say. He's dematerializes and.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Cobalt.
I don't like the meanwhile.
Yeah. And Jax starts like circling you. And she's like sort of, you know, cracking her neck a little bit, like loosening up. All right. Plaything number 1, huh? All right. Cracks her knuckles a bit. Where's your spider?
Still in the banquet hall, I believe, because it didn't come with me.
I do believe you can sort of summon it. Would basically.
I can summon it
Yeah.
for 3 motes at any point.
All right.
Yes.
Is there anything? What? So what are you doing? Like as she's basically starting to circle you, what are you doing?
I'm keeping my eyes on her. My hands are loose. I'm in a more like relaxed pose. I'm not trying to, because she's expressed that we're playthings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to give her what she wants. I am relaxed, calm. Like, this is potentially someone who is been pent up for a really long time, so Cobalt is treating them more like how police should treat the mentally ill. And just
Whoa.
like, you know, I don't need to go for my guns right away. Let's see if I can reach her.
Okay.
And I don't want to give her a fight. Mostly because I cannot take a fucking hit. Remember, chat, if you're watching this, I asked for this.
He asked for it.
All right. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna have you roll join battle.
Not
Here we go, guys. All right. Thankfully, I unlocked the invocation that gives me kudos successes to join battle. All right, just a moment, just looking up the specifics on that one because I didn't have the invocation pulled up. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. Yep. Okay. Okay, cool. And it's wits awareness?
Correct.
All right. And my wound penalty factors into what you said it's physical things. Which physical things? Sorry.
Your wound penalties apply to. You know what? Let me look that up.
It is helpful and important to my survival.
Oh, White Wolf, White Wolf, White Wolf, White Wolf. Why would the word wound penalties be in the index?
Is it or is it not?
It's not.
Ah, all right.
It'll be under combat and systems, or systems and conflicts. Under combat, complications. Let's see. Criminally savage. Mounted fighting. Stealth. Under health, maybe? It might be under health. Yeah, hold on.
All right. So with the lightning draw method, I get the automatic 3 additional successes on top of whatever I roll.
Correct.
For joining battle.
Mm-hmm.
And can just get Anush or Anshar in my hand. So I rolled no successes, so a total of 6 then initiative.
Whoa.
So
Wait. You're getting Enshar is your spider.
No, my
that's your fire wand, right?
Yeah. So I got no successes on any of those join battle dice.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're gonna start at 3 then.
6. I get 3 automatic successes.
Oh, nice.
So, yep. And can draw Anshar reflexively as part of join battle.
Sure. Oh, as your character accumulates damage in his health track, he receives a dice penalty to all rolled actions. All right, you should have applied that penalty to that lore roll earlier, but don't worry about it. Indicating about whether
I thought it was, but
this wound penalty
God.
also applies to all of your character's static values, such as defense and resolve. Damage rolls are exempt. You're still able to hit hard, but this is going to apply to your defenses as well. But she also rolled 6 successes.
Do we clash?
You're gonna clash.
Clash? Oh my God! Oh, damn! All right, cool. Yeah. All right.
And I need to look up the rule, refresh my memory on the clash rules myself.
It never comes up. This is exciting.
Yeah.
Neat.
I made an assumption. I've not also looked up the clash rules, but it's a little intuitive where you just kind of figure it out.
Clash attacks, page 202. Clash attacks are a special rule used when two characters attack one another on the same tick. In these situations, the quality of a character's defensive prowess becomes irrelevant. Victory goes to the fighter whose strike is superior. Clash attacks ignore both characters' defense. Instead, the two attacks act as an opposed roll. The character who accumulates more successes wins, striking his opponent, while the loser's attack is thwarted. If a clash attack is withering, then it adds the threshold by which the winning fighter beat his opponent's roll to its raw damage. A successful withering clash attack adds 3 additional points of initiative damage after damage is rolled. A successful decisive clash attack adds 1 additional automatic point of health track damage after damage is rolled. Okay, so
Yes.
she is going. So it's going to be opposed attacks. It is with. She is going for withering.
All right. I also need to go for withering because learned my lesson last time. I don't think.
Remember, you're at a -4 penalty.
Yep, I got a little bit of essence here. So I'm like,
Ooh.
Essence recovers pretty quickly, though.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm still like at the values from the last fight, though. So unless that changes, I don't know. Okay. And 1 second, just looking up one other thing. Apologies.
You're okay.
Yep. Where are you?
Angelic reminds us that Essence recovers at 5 motes per combat round, or 5 motes per hour outside of combat.
Ah, okay. So there is a significant difference outside of combat compared to
Yes.
combat rounds.
I mean, how long was I out for? And does that count or not? That's a weird area.
Let me see. You keep looking up your thing, I'll look up this thing.
Yep.
That's page 176. Let's see. Projection on her next turn, she vanishes into the ambulance. If the Exalted moves or suffers knockdown before the action is completed, it fails and the effect is wasted. After using this power, it will not appear in the body session. Once it does, it'll be in a place of power. She might appear at a temple limit. You know what? It doesn't specify, so I will say go ahead and regain it.
All right. Now we're at least cooking with gas.
Yep.
All right. No, not 133. Jesus Christ. I don't need that many votes. Yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. This is Exalted. Reflexively on my turn, I will spend 3 motes to immediately summon my spider, because I can just do that as a freebie.
Okay.
Of like...
Yep. And, Did you name the spider?
I did not. I was leaving that up to you.
Oh, to me. Okay.
I mean, why would I know the demon's true name?
Well, demons don't generally have names, actually.
I like how you also don't consider them people.
Jeez.
Huh? Oh
So
my God.
it actually has.
Word. Okay.
Well, it's less to do with that and more to do with the fact that they are. How does it work? It's like they're technically fragments of a primordial soul. So they're not like... They're usually just used as a... They serve a purpose. Whether that's for the Exalted or for their whatever demon lord they answer to. So they generally don't get names. In fact, naming it would be a massive act of kindness and compassion towards it.
Now I just want to name it, which I shouldn't.
Wish you should.
Yeah,
It's
trying to beat
a trap.
out more limit break in me. I asked for this. Anyway. All right. Fucking. Okay, cool. Sorry, I have too many tabs open in both books and my sheet.
Yes. Angeloid points out second and third circle demons are more commonly have names as they are less removed from the Yozi from which they spawned.
Mm.
Okay. Nope, so I'm not aiming, so there's nothing that I can do right now as far as I name my charms. So I'm just pumping the full 10 in.
Okay.
And praying to whatever god serves me. I'm pulling it all from personal at this point.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Then got some nice like exalted. As I drop one, it's all good.
Hey, are those Exalted dice available through a particular website or something that you have, Modern Artifice?
They are not actually.
Oh, okay.
But if you do want dice, go to modernartifice.com. All right, so 10 minus 4. Boop. You guys can screw right off, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'll remember that diamond too. I can't find it right now. I'll use one of the blues. All right. How is she attacking me?
She is lunging at you. She she's sort of like dancing around a little bit, like doing she's doing the boxer thing, like the boxer MMA thing of like sort of like gauging your response and seeing what you're gonna do, and when it's clear that you're not really gonna do much of anything, she sort of like ducks low and comes at you with her left hand with that snake fist like coming right for you.
All right.
As an MMA person, don't call me out like that. You've harmed me on this day.
Because, chat, I almost forgot the most important rule of Exalted, which is to always stunt your attacks
Of
and
course.
anything you do, in fact. So, Cobalt sees her going through this stance, their feet swiftly pivoting along the like cobblestone ground beneath them, kicking up waves of dust as they reach down for Anshar, already again finding purchase in their hand as they pull it up, their essence flowing through from their palm, their hand, into the barrel of this gun. And before she makes her move to strike, right as she lunges back with her full weight, she hasn't even realized how primal she's become. And Cobalt just goes and sticks the barrel in her mouth and pulls the trigger, not
Yikes.
even daring to try and say a prayer to the unconquered sun in her name.
All right, go ahead and take 2 stunt dice for that.
All right. Thank you. All right, here we go. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
8 on.
Damn.
Yeah, that was 8 on 18. So, no. Could have been better. Could have been worse.
So you pull as you pull your fire wand out and aim directly for her mouth. She catches it in her teeth, and then with a forceful spits it with enough force to sort of like knock it away, and that snake fist comes right up under your jaw. She rolled 10.
Jesus Christ.
Dang.
All right. Yep.
Let me just get how much damage that's going to be. So it's going to be... what's your soak?
My soak is... 1 second. Oh, wrong sheet. There we go. My soak is 3.
3. Okay, so that's going to be...
Oh shit, she's immaculate order.
Is
I
she?
mean, there was no way for you to know that.
Maybe, I don't know. In this moment, I realized I might have fucked up, and I have someone whose kung fu is vastly superior to my own right now.
Your gun fu.
Yeah, that snake fist catches you right under your jaw, and knocks you top over tea kettle, like you catch a good foot of air, as you go and as you tumble to the ground and sort of roll over, that is going to put you in crash, because it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So that's going to put you at -1 and her up to 14.
Yep.
Your spider is here, though.
Yay!
hold on. That means I need to get the stats for your spider out.
I didn't mean to split the group. Like, just want to go on record for that.
You're all good.
It is. Oh, don't worry. This is. You're not gonna die here. Trust me on this. That I'm not. I am not going to. I'm not going to be that big an asshole where I let me escape with my life and then just throw you right to the lion's den. Okay, it's.
Random sidebar while you're looking for the stats. I know that it's supposed to be like a creepy demon spider, but all I can think of is a peacock spider.
So
Like a
was
giant
I.
peacock spider.
I'm not. Yes, like I know. Same thing.
Like-
Same vibe.
Like,
Jewel
you
and
look
Dan.
like a friend. You
We
need
can
to
call
name
him Jacob. No, we can't. We can't name him.
No, name him. Name him
I
Jake.
can't- no,
Jake
I
the
can't.
spider.
I will get limit if I name him.
You can get like a little limit. You just can't get a lot of limit. You got 10 times.
I got lucky on the amount of limit I got last time. All right.
Oh, you already got limit. Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Like a little name. Like just call him Spider. Just like a little bit of name.
A little bit between friends.
His name is Hey You or Get Out of My House.
Name him Jeff.
So your annual appears, and it sort of stops and stares at, and as you're sort of like, getting back to your feet, it sort of looks over to you, and then back over to Jax, and then back over to you, and then back over to Jax. Then back to you. And it sort of slumps a bit. The shoulders going down of, I guess I have to. And it looks over to Jax and says, "Forgive me, my lady. I am bound."
Miss Goosey.
Can I, even though I'm in Crash, with hearing them say that,
Yep.
hold up a hand? As if to stop them.
Stop the spider?
Yes.
Sure.
I don't like any time I see the red book, but that terrified me right there.
I mean, there's now 3 people in this fight. I need to keep the numbers straight.
Oh, fair.
Okay. Yeah, you can stop it.
And Cobalt wearily raises a hand on hearing that, and it gives them enough pause where they just reach up.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. And Jax will turn to the spider and say, like, "Oh, don't worry. I'm not gonna kill him. We're just playing a little bit." And she is going to hold on. Oh, that's the wrong one.
The hell is going on?
Oh man. Oh, no.
And she is gonna actually, hold on. No, you know what? I think like rather than that, I'm actually going to use this opportunity to have this be the moment where Savita finds you.
The boy Savita.
Woo! Thank you, Sova. We love you.
An owl, as described earlier, flies through the ceiling and sees the situation. Jax looks up at it and goes like, "The fuck?" Savita will look over to you, Cobalt, and say, "Are you Sova's friend?" Excuse me. Sorry, you gotta do the voice. Are you Sova's friend?
Yes. As they spit out a tooth.
It was a withering attack. It was not. It wouldn't have.
I got loose earlier.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay. Savita will fly down and sort of perch on your shoulder. I can only do this the once, so hold on. He will even say, "I'm really hoping this works the way I hope it does."
Oh, that's reassuring right there.
And everything kind of goes white for you. And in a split second, you are dumped out onto the ground. Except as you look around, you are surrounded by Radiant, Beryl, and Sova. Savita Savita is lying on the ground, one wing sort of draped through the floor, like as if they're only like half materialized.
Yeah, I'm gonna just probably scramble over to him and like kind of try and hold him. Like, she will at least make the attempt to like kind of pull him through the floor the rest of the way.
Yeah. Oh, that sucked.
You did excellently, my friend. I thank you so much. I
hit a wall of some kind.
A wall?
I tried to hurry home. He would have mentioned this ability to you. This is a common ability of terrestrial spirits. They have an ability that they call hurry home. They can basically instantly transport themselves back to a sanctuary of some kind. And the way he describes it, he tried to use that and carry Cobalt with him. And when he did that, he hit some kind of wall. And bounced back here. I will not be trying that again.
So we will like pet him like once, not like an overly coddling kind of a thing, but just very much like grateful. I would not ask you to do it.
Thank you.
Cobalt. I would like you. I would like you to roll Wits Integrity.
Oh.
And ignore your wound penalty on this.
Ignore my 1 power.
Oh.
Alright, so my integrity is...
Integrity?
That's 4 total. That is a 10 and a 7, so
3
3
successes.
successes.
Okay. As you lie there, you are desperately grasping to consciousness. And you look up at Radiant. And your memory jogs a bit. And you can remember being on a boat with Radiant. Scout, what kind of owl is Savita again? Angel Wick's asking in
He's
chat.
He is a... I just had it!
Vermiculated something?
Vermiculated, he's a fishing owl, hang on.
Vermiculated fishing owl.
Yeah.
Yes, vermiculated fishing owl.
Anyway, you can recall being on a ship with Radiant. And being on the Western Ocean. Watching the sea turn green and the sky turn red. And you know that you're acting with a degree of authority. Not necessarily over the crew. This is not your boat. You are a passenger here. But seeing these signs, this is what you were waiting for. This is...
Ooh, I got chills.
This is what you were expecting, and this is what you were meant to stop. Or what you were to fight against. You can remember looking into the eyes of the other crewmates and seeing the fear in their eyes and see it change to a degree of resolve because what you've been telling them is coming to pass.
Okay.
And sailing north into the wind. This mad, odd-smelling, physically powerful, but for some reason silent wind. There should be howling, but the only sound you can hear is the lapping of waves against your boat and the flapping of the sails in the wind. That telltale howl of the wind going by your ears isn't happening.
I knew you before we came here. Cobalt says to Radiant.
Radiant just raises their eyebrows. Do they remember this now? Do they remember the passenger as being... Because they remember the A passenger before, but do they remember it being Cobalt now?
Give me a wit's integrity.
Okay. That is... One second. Oh. Double the 10, so that's 3.
3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The passenger you were transporting was Cobalt.
Oh. I guess it just comes back to her in a flash, but like she's trying to remember now. Why did she pick, like, so was this like a standard, oh, someone just wanted passage somewhere while I was trying to get back, or?
You can't remember that much.
Okay.
But you do remember that, because you remembered before that you were transporting someone.
Yeah.
But you couldn't remember who, and now you're remembering the person you were transporting was Cobalt.
Okay. I think she just sort of sits there and stands there in contemplation of, like, all of these little details are really starting to mess with her head. So everyone on her ship apparently was transported. Where's the rest of her crew? Why was she transporting Cobalt? Like, the birds confirmed that we're out of creation. She's all sorts of messed up.
So, Cobalt has returned to the party. What's your next move?
Crying is a reaction.
Honestly,
Crying is a free action, yep.
Silver...
I don't suppose anybody has any healing abilities, because Cobalt here is even more worse for the wear than an hour ago.
What did that to you? I think you're muted.
You're muted.
The spider, and then I think an immaculate monk.
Here?
Well, it's complicated. She's from the 11th house. Of the dynasts.
Huh. Which one's that?
I was gonna say that's if you would I would say, and without a lore roll, you guys would probably know that there's only 10 houses.
What was her last name again?
In fact, you would probably only think not. Most of you would even say like 9 houses only. Her name was Menosuke Jax.
Yeah, Menosuke would be 11. Cerci was 10, and then got torn apart and folded.
Yep.
Of the Menosuke house, a woman by the name of Jax.
Which I literally came up with that name like on the spot, and I absolutely did not mean to name that character after Jax Romana. But shout out to her if she sees this.
I'm just gonna double check something. You are injured. Have you also hit your head? Because I can only think of 9 houses, and I fake like I'm one of them half the time.
I promise you that's not the case, but.
All right, I am not a well-learned man, so I will trust your judgment.
It's
Stay out of house politics. So
ancient buried secrets.
The spider is also here. We'll say that it managed to tag along with Savita.
I just look at the spider like disappointed.
I need some salve or some acupuncture needles.
Oh, I did take another dose of salve, didn't I?
I think you made one,
you made some kind of like antidote kind of thing, like like an EpiPen kind of thing.
Can I medicine check him?
You can roll. Give me intelligence medicine. If you're going to try to treat them. Let me see what. See, that's treating wounds. While mundane medicine can do little to speed the healing of actual wounds, certain procedures can drastically increase the likelihood of survival for the injured. A character who is bleeding out from his wounds can have the flow of blood staunched with an intelligence medicine roll as a miscellaneous action, with a difficulty equal to his current wound penalty. Minimum difficulty 1, maximum 5. A character treating his own wounds increases the difficulty by 1.
So you're just aiming for a 4 then?
Yep.
More or less?
Aiming for a 4.
Can I use excellency on it?
Uh,
Or how does that work?
I believe so.
As long as you have a medicine charm.
I don't have a medicine charm. I do have a medicine dot.
It would need to be one of your X-marked ones then, right?
Yeah, it would have to be a favored or cast.
Favored, thank you. Yeah. And medicine is definitely not cast for the Dawn.
Yeah.
Dawn's cast is all the punching. Every punching.
I'm just a punching guy. Here for punching.
Although,
No, I mean,
Although
I have a...
Dawn Cat Combat Medic? I could
There-
see that.
although there is definitely a charm in the book that punches people better.
That's true.
Right.
It's, I mean, I do have a dot in it. But so, does that mean I can excellency it or no?
No,
No.
you
Okay.
don't have an excellence in it.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Okay,
So it's just intelligence plus medicine.
You can
Okay,
try and
that's fine.
stunt it.
I
Yeah.
could try to stunt it. Yeah, I mean, so what I'm picturing is her finally letting go of Diva's hand, and but she's still body blocking the spider from Diva.
Okay.
She doesn't need Diva to see. And she leans down and she gently runs like an assessment over Cobalt again, now remembering his face on her boat, and takes out the medicine she had freshly made and is almost looks at him as a friend in a way, because once you're on a ship you're like friends with the person, and it's just like feels so melancholy for this poor creature who's just so injured. And she gently applies the salve with just almost mother's hands of just like dabbing it carefully, using whatever water she had in her canteen to wipe away any dead flesh or anything like that, just very carefully, methodically, but also gently wiping everything away, and just like murmuring to herself, and hopefully and just trying to keep Cobalt calm too, and even letting him grip her like hand or knee if he has to, so that it's not as painful.
Okay. Oh, that was really good. Let's go ahead and roll with 2 extra dice and an automatic success. We'll call that a 2-point stun.
Oh.
For bringing up the fact that they were on the boat with you, interacting with the environment and plot.
Listen, once you're on a ship together, you're bros. That's like a real life thing. So that's 2 successes plus the automatic, so that's 3 successes.
Okay, so that's if you spend a point of willpower, that will bump it up to the 4, and
I'll do that.
And that will be enough to sort of, at least, it's not going to heal any points, but it's going to work towards the treatment, so it's they'll heal faster.
Yeah, I'll do that.
The lady of the house is not done playing with you.
Thank you.
She can
kind.
wait, the creep.
What was that? Sorry, what was that, Radiant? Sorry.
She can wait, the creep.
She is not so easily deterred.
Wait, what what do you mean the lady of the house? Did you meet Espada Azul? Like, is that, or did someone take over the household?
Answer them.
This man's belonged to Espada Azul in the First Age. It was inherited by Manosuke Jax.
Okay. In what? But how does she have power over it?
It is rightfully hers. It belongs to her exaltation.
Now, I have a question about that. If she's from a fallen house of the Immaculate Order, she would be dragon-blooded, correct? Oh, sorry.
Were you asking in character or?
Yeah. No, that was totally in character.
Okay.
And
it's not responding to you.
Yeah, he pauses and goes, "Oh, right, Cobalt. You have to tell it to answer me."
What was the question?
I was asking if the thing that punched you was dragon-blooded or not.
I don't know. I did not see their anima.
Well, that's Barrel's asking the spider.
Yes, and the spider will only answer if you tell it to answer me.
If my compatriots ask you any questions, answer them as honestly as your kind can.
It lets out a low growl, and while it is true that the lady of the house was born to the realm and is a descendant of the Scarlet Dynasty, I cannot speak as to whether or not the blood of dragons flows in her veins. But she was blessed by someone else.
Oh, I don't love the sound of that. I'm guessing of the options, you wouldn't say that this would be the Unconquered Sun or Luna?
No.
Oh, bother. All right. Some other choices. Is it a Death Knight? Is it a Yozi? Who are we dancing with?
You are in the house of Manosuke Jax, inheritor of the spirit of Espada Azul, chosen of she who lives in her name. Cobalt,
And
Yeah.
give me intelligence occult.
All right. On my sheet here. Go. All right, and occult specialty creatures of darkness count for this.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That makes the 4 hurt a little less.
And you excellency it just a skosh.
I will excellency it with 4 points, and Cobalt, hearing that, reaches into the vestiges of their mind through the numerous tomes, all of the demons that he's heard of, the creatures that have passed on, faded into nothingness, as their cast, as this is coming from my peripheral pool, as their cast mark lights upon their brow as if signaling that vibrancy of the intelligence and perfection of the unconquered sun, hopefully shining a ray of illumination in this most darkest of times.
All right. I'll give you the stunt for that, too.
All right. Thank you. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 successes.
5 successes.
It sounds... You've heard that title before. You've heard that name before. You don't know much about it. You don't know who she is that lives in her name. But you have heard demons speak of it. And when they do speak of it, it is with reverence and fear. That's the best I got for you.
Yep. Angel Wick says cue ominous music.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to start taking this almost seriously, aren't I?
It is someone that even the demons revere.
Well, shit.
Is that in character, Bardic?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, no, entirely. When I'm not in
Whoa.
character, I'll talk, normal. But if I'm in character, I will get a little bit more exuberant and silly. All right. Game face, Sova. You know the drill. And at this point, we will have Deadly Beastman transformation going into full effect. So I'll actually spend the willpower and the moat. And for those playing the home game,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
where the squid face comes on.
Woo!
If I can just get the glasses
no,
back in the eye hole without stabbing myself, I
turn
think
it a
that'll
bit,
be a
bud.
win. I'll just...
Because
You gotta twist it a little bit.
Yes,
Your
you-
You
little
gotta
side
put a
leg.
little more
Oh.
in your nose.
I was gonna say you've got both eyes going through one eye hole.
Yeah, that's the problem with being very nearsighted. Okay,
If you weren't,
appreciate that.
Perfect.
if you weren't watching your screen, anyone listening, please look at your screen. I'm begging you to look at your screen right now. It's so worth it. It's so worth it.
Best I can do right now.
It's so good. So perfect.
So yeah, it's just a huge boost to my battle abilities for the most part. Mostly soak, but I also add my raw strength on withering attacks as a base damage. So we're going to fight mode.
Excuse me.
Oh, this is Squid Game.
Oh God, that's a good
Sorry.
joke. No, never apologize for a good pun.
I do not know how you were brought here. But if you are here, it's because she who lives in her name wills it so.
Does she do this often?
She has only very recently been able to.
Can she unwill us?
That is beyond my knowledge. You guys hear a door open.
Oh no.
Radio.
Down on the... You guys are up on that sort of foyer area. Not in, like, you guys are upstairs in that mezzanine area.
Yes.
The door that opened came from downstairs. It was one of the side doors.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I would sneak to see who opened the door.
Well, you hear someone muttering in low realm. And, anyone here speak low realm? No? Well, then you just hear someone. You hear someone muttering in low realm.
Lovely. I have a question.
Sure.
The windows on the mezzanine with the big curtains that we've seen.
The ones that lead out, that look out into the void.
Yes. How far down are they above us? Like, are the curtains above us? Or
Yes.
do they extend down, past the mezzanine? I was hoping to see if I could sneak down on one of the...
Oh, are you trying to like Prince of Persia down one?
Just a little. Just, like, kind of using it as cover to, like, go down to see who's downstairs.
Yeah, you know what? I will say they're bunched up a bit, so they're just kind of like sitting on the windowsill, but they do look like if you were to unfurl them, they would go all the way to the floor.
Okay. Okay. And the gap is large enough for a person to fit through, I'm assuming, considering how huge this place is.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I go for it? I don't know. I feel like I want to go for it.
The answer to that question when you're playing Exalted is always yes.
It's always yes. So I'm a Taya. And as a Taya, I have been a sailor. I've been a sailor for a long time. One of my specialties, in fact, two of them, in fact, are rope climbing and rope work. So I know how knots work, and I know how to get around using, fabric and a rope,
Sure.
basically. So, as it stands, I want to go up to the curtains and kind of hang out on the back side of the curtain, so if the curtain moves, I can't be seen, and come down the back of it.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll dexterity athletics with 2 stunt dice and an automatic success.
Yeah, buddy.
Unfortunately, chat, I have never seen the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie, so I don't know what voice I was doing.
Fine.
It's good. Be glad you didn't, but it was on point.
Okay.
That's gross. 8 successes.
8 successes. Yeah, you are able to swiftly maneuver yourself behind that curtain, and like I said, yeah, you do exactly as you described it.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Who the hell is down here muttering?
Jax.
Sick. Which way is she going?
She's headed for the stairs.
Oh no. Think quick. Hang on. Let me see.
She's headed up the stairs on the opposite side. You sort of went up the ones that were, you're sort of on the stairs that are to the right side. She's going up the ones to the left.
Okay. So someone's gonna get back up to eye level to you guys so you can see her. She'll poke her head out from behind the curtain to go. And point down the stairs.
All right. Everybody roll dexterity stealth.
Oh boy.
Well.
Uh-oh.
It's cool. I have all of 4 dice.
This is what happens when the night cast leads the charge. All right, guys, I need everyone to be quiet. Dawn cast, Twilight, and Changing Moon. All right, let's go for it.
I have a backup idea that's very stupid. When this fails. Or 1 success?
I got a 1 success.
1 success.
Okay.
I got a 9, and I will spend a point of willpower to make it 2 successes.
I got no successes.
Spend a point of
Oh,
willpower.
I got one. I got one.
Okay.
I got 1 success.
Okay.
Okay, you didn't botch.
I got 1
I was
success.
about to be terrified.
Yeah, no.
I got
So,
one.
did I tell you about what happens when you botch in this
Bad
game?
things.
So, okay. There are 4 potential outcomes when you roll dice in Exalted. There is an exceptional success, which is basically anything 6 successes or higher. A success, anywhere between 1 and 5 successes. A failure, which is when you roll no successes. And a botch, which is when you roll no successes and at least 1 1. Botches are when fun shit happens.
The GM says with a menacing glint in his eye.
Exactly.
Getting out the Red Book of Doom.
Oh no! That's beyond Red Book. No, that's like botch. Failure is like, oh no, you got spotted, so now it's time to fight. Botch is you tripped and fell at their feet.
Oh, that's bad.
Yes, but you didn't
That's
botch.
not great. No, I did get 1 success.
Yes. I will say, for the record, because it hasn't come up yet, but since we are discussing botches, there is a house rule that I employ when it comes to botches. Botches cannot be fixed with automatic successes.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
So if you botch, you cannot spend a willpower to fix it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it really does.
Anyway. Wow, we're getting steamy, I guess. I'm not sure why we're getting steamy, but...
Why
I
are we
don't
getting
know.
stupid?
It popped up on my Twitch. I'm like, I don't know what this is. Sure. What's getting
What's getting
steaming?
steamy? What's that mean?
It's a sound effect. It's one of the sound alerts.
Oh.
Oh, okay. All
I'm gonna
right.
say technically my glasses are fogging, but it's entirely because I'm wearing a winter cap.
I originally had that sound alert as a clip from Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On," but it kept getting copyright struck when I tried to upload things to YouTube. So it's the same idea. Basically, when things get spicy, you press that button to, add in your commentary.
Oh.
Got it?
But anyway,
Well, it's getting spicy now.
it is it's getting spicy, but a different kind of spicy. Yeah. So what did you guys all? So we got 1, a 2, and a 0, huh?
No, I got 1.
Oh, you got 1. Okay. So
So it was like Sova with an 8, and then the rest of us in the single to, at best, single digits, and 2.
So what are you guys doing?
I think
Okay.
just
Don't be suspicious.
I'm trying to take all of my bulk and mass in Beastman form and compress myself in the natural gelatinous form that cuttlefish do, as small as I can appear to, and slink behind Sova.
I'm
And
just
as
army
you-
crawling.
And as you guys are making your way down the stairs, or is it down the stairs, or are you trying to get to one of the other rooms?
Basically, I was trying to get them so as she's coming up, they're going down.
Okay. She is going up the stairs and then looks across the room and makes eye contact with you, Beryl, and sees the rest of you trailing behind.
Scooby-Doo.
Oh, the party is really starting. Okay.
Oh,
I
So-
have Oop,
sorry.
go.
Does Radiant get the impression that she's the reason that her crew is dead?
Give me... Give me perception. What would this be? I guess perception socialize?
3, and then socialize is... So that's 3. How do I stunt this? Oh wait, no. I have a spell. Excuse me, a charm. I
Charm?
have measuring glance. Which is in the... Hang on, let me I knew I had a thing. Give me a second. I get to use a thing that isn't just firing my bow.
Nice.
It's always fun when that happens.
The Dawncast with a bureaucracy charm? Who'd have thought?
I'm a princess and a general.
It's around here.
I'm a trashy romance novelist.
Okay, so the solar can sum up the member of an organization with a perfect incision. This charm creates a social or mental attribute plus bureaucracy. Red intentions, actions, adding the solar's essence in automatic successes. This charm is automatically successful unless resisted with magic, and cannot be resisted by characters whose temporary willpower is currently lower than the solar's. Upon reading her subject, the Exalt can determine the exact strongest or most relevant intimacy he holds for the organization in question.
Okay.
I don't know if that counts because she's kind of an organization of one, but I mean, I don't know what the deal. Like, Radiant doesn't know what the deal is. She's just trying to read this person what's up.
Right. Well, and as far as the organization goes, like, you could say, like, Solar Exalted as an organization.
Yeah, having been, if she knows she's from the First Order and everything, like.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you get an automatic success on that roll. Because your essence is 1.
And then I add my bureaucracy.
Yep.
So it's the thing that you told me, and then plus bureaucracy. So I have 3 plus my bureaucracy, which is another 3. Awesome. 2, 3. Yeah. So that's 4 successes plus an automatic, so it's 5.
Okay.
Oh, I'm tapping into my peripheral already.
Oh. So, how many points into your peripheral?
I've tapped into 2 points into my peripheral.
Okay, you're alright. So, remember how I said that, like, sort of, painted into her, her gi is, like, various, like, profanities?
Yeah?
Okay.
What's up, Will?
Sort of, as you're sort of looking, there's something is written onto the right leg of her pants. And you can see it from and you actually can, this one you can read. This one's in a language you can read. It actually says, the unconquered sun can take 6 cocks.
6 of them?
I should point out that the unconquered sun is almost universally depicted as having 4 arms.
Ah, I see.
Oh.
And in
I
professional rowing, if you don't use a coxswain, it's coxswainless. This has nothing to do with rowing, though, even though there are sailors on the ship.
Now Five Guys makes sense.
I am very uncomfortable with the energy that we've created in the studio today.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Yeah. So, this gives you the general assumption that she's probably not a fan of the Solar Exalted.
Yeah.
Good news for me, I'm clearly not.
She's not going to follow after you guys, though.
Okay. Did I get the impression, with all that, did I get the impression that she killed my...
Oh, right.
Yeah.
No, she did not.
Okay. She gets to live.
So I got spotted.
I conveyed the other stuff to my friends, so. Just a big old cuttlefish man saying, "So I got spotted."
Cobalt, what is your fire wand made of?
Blue jade.
Okay, all right.
And I believe it's blue jade, the barrel, and the grip is orichalcum.
Okay. Alright, so there's at least one Exalted. And at least a Beast Man.
The tentacle hand kind of like,
Yeah. So all right. Did you guys come to take the place, or?
No, we got here against our will.
All right.
I woke up here, but I did, and he reaches into his side bag with the manuscript of his novel and pulls out that bottle of whiskey from earlier. But I did take this. If you want it back, I'll, you know.
Oh, yeah, the rum.
Yes, the rum.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Brown liquor. It's
Yes.
Beryl. I would like you to roll manipulation socialize. With
You know,
with two stunt dice, and because you are using your environment, so 2 stunt dice and an auto success.
you're giving me 8 dice. You realize this is where I'm good.
Hey,
Uh,
I'm trying to give the Changing Moon an opportunity to do Changing Moon shit, okay?
Give our
They-
boy something.
This is what he's built for.
Exactly.
This is a 5 successes, and he'll add in under standard hospitality rights. It is not necessarily up to the host to refuse a beverage when there are people who arrive against their will, depending on if you follow a lot of the laws of the West.
Well, that'd be up to the host.
Are you the host?
Not really.
May I speak to your manager?
You want to speak to the host.
So you can't
Well?
see it, but Silva's behind the curtain, behind her mask. Air cursing, just
Okay. And she takes a knee. Actually, sorry, she will full on kneel. You're gonna want to do this too.
Oh, dang it.
no.
And she's even going to look over to the spider and say, like, yeah. And the spider's all 8 eyes will go a little bit wide, and it too will bow as best it can. In fact, it's not even a bow, it's a full-on kowtow. Like, on the knees, face on the ground, hands out.
I don't
Well,
wanna
I'd
see
hate
a
to be
spider do
rude.
that.
And, does the same thing, bowing with all face tentacles, folding themselves in supplication.
Sure. So, but yes.
I'd like to take this opportunity to tackle the shit out of her and interrupt her. So what I want to do is I want to use where is it? Blinding Battle Feint, which is 3 motes. I can join battle using stealth. If I act first, I'm also hidden. And then I also want to use, where is it? Perfect Shadow Stillness, which is another mote and a willpower, and it allows me to reroll all dice other than 10s on a stealth action.
Good. I'm a distraction.
I want her to not be able to say shit.
Okay. Sorry. So you're tackling her. This is going to be dexterity brawl.
But you see, I'm hidden.
Yeah.
And I would like to use the curtain I'm at as cover.
Okay.
So I don't want to come out from behind the curtain.
Oh,
So basically,
okay.
so I'm basically using it as like a vision distraction too. So I'm aiming for her with the intent to, one, hit the shit out of her, but also two, to get her bound up in the curtain. So even if I don't necessarily succeed in like getting any damage off, she's also like, what the fuck is happening?
Okay. So you're trying to like throw the curtain at her?
Because of the size of it, I kind of want to launch myself through it. Like, kind of like, imagine someone standing behind a curtain and then punching you.
Okay. I like that.
But, so basically, as Sova kind of hears this, like, starting to happen, she'll kind of tighten one of the ropes around her arm and lean back into, like, the tension of the rope, and then just launch herself forward where she saw Jax at.
Okay.
From behind the curtain.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and give me a dex. Yeah, it's still gonna be dexterity brawl.
Okay.
Because you're still punching, right? It's except like tackling, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, it's dexterity brawl. With two dice and an auto success.
Okay.
Six successes.
6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. And what charms were you using again?
2 stealth charms.
Okay.
So I was trying to use join battle using stealth.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
All right. So yeah, if you're starting shit to start shit, we can start shit. So yeah, go ahead and roll that join battle as well.
So that's what you call it? What is join battle? It is wits. Okay. So do I switch it out stealth for awareness?
Yes.
Okay, so that 9 die. Cool. 5 successes.
5 successes. And that's...
Oh, wait, I used the other charm. I can reroll anything that's not attack. That's what I think it does. I'll reroll all dice other than 10s on a stealth action. That's perfect shadow stillness.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 2 successes so far. And then I'll roll 8 more dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 successes.
9 successes, plus the 3 automatic ones that you get for your joint combat roll.
Yeah, so that's 12.
Okay.
Like, Jax is probably a pain in the ass and we don't want to fight her. But we don't want to fight the lady of the house. I definitely know we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, that's you. You got way more initiative than she did, so you are able to go ahead and make that attack.
Cool. Do I have anything else I could use right now? So impact. I grab the curtain and swirl it around like Matador style, and through the swirl, I throw another one of those light daggers at her, and I'm going to spend another mote to do precision of the striking raptor to calculate the accuracy on the withering attack like I was at close range.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you're gonna. So yeah, you're making the attack roll. You're still. Did you take the? Yeah, you're taking the stun dice on the attack roll. So.
Yeah. Okay.
That was 2 dice, 1 automatic success.
Correct.
Okay, so stunt, and that is, where is my...
Dex plus throw.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah.
It's 9 dice. 6.
And that's including the +2 or without, or is it 11 with the +2?
Oh, it's a, no, I got it with the +2. I got 8 successes.
8 successes.
I'm rolling hot today.
All right. Well, because this is a surprise attack, her defense is effectively 0. So. So, that's gonna hit with. Is that withering? Because that's. Okay.
It's withering.
Okay.
That's a crash.
Yeah. That. Well, you still have to roll the dice.
Oh, what do I roll
right,
for
yeah.
So
damage?
Yep, you're gonna roll your the weapon's damage.
Uh-huh.
In this case, +8.
So 8 total? Or no? It's the weapon's damage is...
Hold on. The weapon's damage is 10 plus 10.
Plus 10?
So
10 plus 8?
Yeah, you're rolling 18. Yes, 18 dice.
12 successes.
12 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep, that's going to put you up to 29, 30. Actually, that's going to put you up to an even 30. Because that is going to put Jax down to a -5 for hers. So, but I have it recorded. Given that we are approaching hour 3 of this session, we're going to call it there and pick up the combat next time. Because it is getting a little bit late. So we will call it there for this session.
Woo!
And get into fighting an Infernal next time.
I knew it.
God damn it.
Huzzah! Oh boy.
We'll do some experience points real quick. Everybody take 5 regular experience for showing up.
6. Hang on.
Huzzah.
Where's my calculator? Clear. 5 regular experience.
All right. Expression bonus. Playing up intimacies. Radiance. You played up protection for your crew, so you get 2 solar experience for that. Cobalt. Definitely talk some shit about some demons while you were initially facing off with Jax there, so you'll get 2 solar experience for that. Sova, what about you? Did you plan up any intimacies this time?
Only intervene when it is right to do so. I think keeping the woman from summoning something much worse than her was the correct answer, and I definitely intervene.
Alrighty. So yeah, so 2 solar experience for that. Beryl, what about you?
I would say on the relationship with Sova and their natural dynamic of they'll look at me, you'll smack them. I think expressing an intimacy of our standard relationship on dealing with conflict.
You tag teamed, which is
Yes.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and take 2 lunar experience for that. Your roll bonuses. Cobalt, you played up your knowledge of demons. So yeah, you did smart stuff. So go ahead and take 2 solar experience.
Thank you.
Radiance, no, didn't kick any butts this time. But
I did the thing with the arrow.
I was about to say
You did do the thing with the
super
arrow.
badass thing with the
Yeah,
arrow.
it-
was
yeah.
awesome.
Pretty dope.
yeah, okay. Yep,
I'm
I'll
getting
give
that
you that one.
tattooed on my physical body.
It's a cool thing.
Yep. So yeah, 2 solar experience for that. Sova stealthily navigating the behind the curtains. Awesome. 2 solar experience for that. And it was a small thing, Beryl, but I think I'm gonna give it to you for taking out the rum and trying to distract Jax. So
Yeah.
Okay, so exploiting a cultural tradition or legal system, yeah. I feel like that's
Yeah.
nearby.
Yeah, I'll give it to you for that. Finally, learning curve. Lots of lore drop today. Anyone have any ideas what's going on behind the scenes?
Okay. So, I think that this whole thing with us suddenly appearing with storms that happened, I think this is a thing that periodically she in her name does because she gets bored in her manse in the fucking abyss. And she's like, you know what would be cool? Fuck up some Exalted, the Unconquered Sons and like Luna's bitches. So let's drag a couple of them here and just go nuts. So that's what I suspect we're here for. I don't like it one bit. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. It's just a theory. Okay. No.
Salted theory.
Anybody else?
At first, I was gonna be like, the cuckle has been released, but I'm gonna go a step further with what we've learned in this game because that's why it's a learning curve. And I think killing in the name is an appropriate title for this because our job
We're
is
gonna
to
kill-
kill Satan.
Basically, it kills she in her name.
I think that's what we're here to do. And maybe we were here to do it while we were on our way.
Anyone else?
Kind of building off of. Sorry, itch on my back. Building off those 2 points from what it was mentioned that Cobalt was looking for signs of looking for certain signs when they were on my ship, and also what Jax said was like, oh, when's the party coming? I feel like this has happened before with other Exalted like us being playthings. Like this is a thing that's happened before. Maybe Cobalt was looking into it or something like that, and now like I feel like Cobalt maybe was trying to get captured to try to put down a bad dog, basically. And if we're being the entertainment, then to get to the bigger, the mistress of the house.
Okay.
I would think that we were summoned here in part to power the manse by drawing out our essence for a further exaltation of the infernal and to feed the infernals. If it's not Death Knights and those are abyssals, then whatever the equivalent is for the infernal side, so that we are killed in her name to enhance her power and raise her tier. That's
Okay.
my speculation.
Okay.
A squiddy speculation.
Scout, Giuseppe, and Dylan take a point.
This goes under the normal or the lunar?
Exalted. In your case, Lunar.
Okay. Cool.
So, with that, I am going to let my players do their thing to let you know where you can find them throughout the internet while I find someone for us to raid. And I think I said last time that we're going to go counterclockwise this time and start with Giuseppe.
Hi, I'm Giuseppe, modern artifice on the internet everywhere. I make dice, tabletop accessories, all sorts of stuff. You can find me everywhere via modern artifice. My name everywhere, nice and simple.
And Cerci.
Hi, I'm Astra Hollow everywhere on the internet. I do crafting and cosplay. I'm just here for little fun, silly things.
Dylan.
All right, Dylan Baird, or Bardic Geek on all socials, and I am a tabletop writer, creator, player, and runner. And in general, you can find me here every Thursday or on TikTok, occasionally Blue Sky, much less frequently on YouTube. I'm working on that, and that is at Barely Trying Games, which is the eventual gaming company. And that's about it.
And Scout.
What's up? I'm Scout. I'm also known as Neon Sailing. That is neon like the light, sailing like the drift. You can find me in all the good internet places and probably some of the bad ones too. I am a streamer. I write. I draw. I am an actual play performer with these lovely folks. And currently I have a GoFundMe going, so if you go to my link wherever Will decides to post it, you can find more information there.
If you're watching this on YouTube, it's in the description. Anyway, I am also, and finally, I am Radio Free Will. You can find me. If you're not watching on YouTube, you can find me over here on YouTube. If you are watching me on YouTube, you can also find me on Twitch.tv under the same username, Radio_Free Will. I'm also on TikTok for as long as it exists under that name, Radio Free Will. And also, if you liked this game, you can hire me to run a game for you over at startplaying.games. /GM/Radio Free Will. I have a bunch of stuff up there. I actually just posted 2 more games specifically scheduled for folks in the UK and the West Coast. I'm an East Coaster, but I'm setting up stuff so that other people can play games too. I've got a Wild Sea campaign up there and a Monster of the Week game. I'm also currently trying to cast for Masks: A New Generation and an Exalted game and Worldwide Wrestling. I'll basically do anything but D&D. And yeah, that was thanks for being here for this session. And if you have other games that you'd like to recommend to me, let me know. I'm always happy to learn new games and run them for people. But we are going to go raid a friend of the channel who we were actually just discussing before we went live, because she's live right now, Maisie Lynn. She's hanging out and chatting. It sounds like I have never met her personally, but it sounds like Giuseppe and Cerci have. And she's an awesome person. Go give her a follow if you're not already. Say hi in chat. Tell her we sent you. Refresh your browser. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. It all helps the algorithm. But until next session, everybody. No gods, no masters, only moderators. Night, everybody.
Bye.
And we are rated.
Beautiful.
Say hi. I gotta say hi to Maisie now. I haven't followed her. I gotta follow her. She's wild. She's insane.
All right.
That was a fun session.
Yeah.
I realized that I triggered
Yeah.
my limit. I triggered my